Riders, it's Josh from Cyclehunters.com. And today we have a really cool bike. This is a 2017 Yamaha SCR950. In the recent wake of the scrambler craze that has hit again, you know, this is something that started back in the 70s when the scramblers were around. Everybody had a scrambler, which was somewhat of a dirt bike, street bike combination. These bikes now are seeing a rise in popularity. Ducati's Scrambler has been a bulletproof bike for people, and although it's on another level of expense, not too much though, out of the realm, the Yamaha absolutely fits the bill. So when you're looking at this bike, you can tell right away it's got the stance, the style, everything that you're looking for. 942cc motor. This is the same motor that they use in the Bolt. And the Bolt is that performance looking, aggressive, somewhat answer to what you would think a Harley Sportster would be. So it's sort of Yamaha's version of a Sportster in the Bolt. Now this is the SCR950. This is Yamaha's answer to the scrambler craze that's going on, which, look, these bikes are awesome. And when you get right into it, look at the bars. You have, well, scrambler bars, but there's somewhat of that dirt bike style. So your elbows are out, you have your leverage to either side, so it's very, very easy to control. Low seat height. These things are definitely fun to ride. And this is an everyday bike. Now, when we get into this, you can see bar ends are good. Paint is really good. There's a tiny, tiny little nick right there, not much. Bike is in awesome shape. It's in beautiful shape. As we go through it, you'll see. You're definitely getting a really nice machine. But the cool thing is, open up the garage door, thumb the starter, get going down the street. It's not an intimidating bike at all, even though it's a 950cc. It's got power to get you going. If you want to go on the highway, you don't have to worry. You're going to have power to get beyond the trucks. You're going to stay with traffic, and you can be in the higher gears and have power to pull past the truck if you needed to get past. Which, that's one of the things, like, people, you know, when you're thinking about an everyday bike, but you don't want a big bike, you want something that's easily controlled, something that's comfortable. Well, this is absolutely in that realm. This has the covers a la the 70s, the dust covers for the forks. But the best thing about these retro bikes, all modern componentry. So disc brakes, both front and rear. This is a belt-driven bike. It's a V-twin, obviously. But again, you can see the bike is in really great shape. Beautiful shape. Gorgeous paint. Fully service inspected and detailed. Ready to rock and roll. All right, so the ignition switch is right here on the right side of the bike. Let's see here. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, is that real? 643 miles? Well, there you go. Not much for mileage. Your trip meters, your clock, your odometer, it's all controlled by your select right here. You can see I'm pushing it. Here's your horn, and let's check out your signals. This is left front, pretty standard. Left rear, again, pretty much same componentry that you're going to see on the Bolt. There's your right front, right rear. So let's start this up here. It's neutral. Fires right up. Got the high beam on already. So high beam, low beam. High beam, low beam. Pretty quiet. If you got neighbors, they're not going to be mad at you. Snappy motor. Sounds good. Got a deep rumble to it. Obviously, if you put a pipe on this thing, it's going to have a most definite rumble to it. Here's your rear light, foot brake, and handbrake. Simple, minimalistic, powerful, stylish, sharp machine. You know, anybody from that's intermediate, even if you're a beginner and you're somewhat more confident at your abilities to ride, you could definitely get on this bike and be off and running in no time. These are really, for all around purposes, great bikes. You can see the style of tire on here. So if you needed to go down a fire road or you hit a little bit of a dirt patch, something like that, well, that's what it's for. It is more of a street bike, but it is absolutely able to be used in, I'd say, light dirt applications. But just an overall, a really good looking bike. There's no doubt you're going to be happy with it. Especially if you, like I said, you're looking for that in-between. Not a full-on street bike. Definitely not a full-on dirt bike. But something that's going to give you the ability to do a bunch of different things at one shot. And again, we're talking paint. Everything on this bike is really in nice shape. Beautiful bike. We get these in from time to time, and they're really fun to ride. They're light in terms of being able to shift the weight left to right, right to left, jinking it around a corner. They are that fun. Modern disc brakes, all modern componentry in a retro package. So if you're digging the 2017 Yamaha SCR950, the Scrambler, give us a call at 717-273-1809. You can see the full list of inventory at www.cyclehunters.com. You can email us at cyclehunters@gmail.com. We have aftermarket warranties available. We have some financing options available. We can deliver bikes, ship them. It's really just a matter of what is it that we need to do to help accommodate you in the situation so that you can open up your garage and see that. Asking you, begging you, let's go ride. Good looking bike. Yep. Every one of our bikes gets a 48-point checklist. So oil and filter are basic things for us. We're doing everything that we can possibly do so that when you get your bike, it's as close to 100% as to what it was when it was brand new. It's a used bike, but it's as best as we can make it. Because we know all you want to do is just thumb the starter, go ride, and have a smile on your face. And with that, until the next bike, happy riding.